Hello.
Welcome back. This first one is going to be kind of picking a community. So within that, you kind of looked at what are some of the things you want in the community, where do you want it to be. So we have found, like I said, we found a couple of communities that our agent has hooked us up with, and we wanted to go through this, kind of have a conversation about the communities, let you guys get your thoughts, share kind of some of the things we're looking for in the community with what she's found, and help us make a decision from there. So we got 4 communities that we were going to look at, kind of go through them. We're also going to show you the community so you'll see them as well. And then hopefully you guys can kind of join in the chats, kind of tell us your thoughts, what you think, give us your votes, opinions, anything like that.
Community number 1.
This community is called Lakeshore of Wakiva, and I apologize to all the Floridians if I'm pronouncing it wrong. I'm new to the area. This neighborhood is actually in the city of Apopka. So it is in Orange County. So with Lakeshore, one big thing that I had was I wanted a gated community. I wanted the security of knowing that people were there or supposed to be there. Another thing that, and as you guys will look at this picture here, you'll kind of see it is a smaller community, but it is not gated. From what I understand, this road here, Sandpiper Street, it's not a real busy road, but it is kind of off the trail. And that is something that kind of stuck out to me because, like I said, I want to kind of be around stuff. I'm from the city, so I'm used to being able to, go 5 minutes and find, a grocery store, a gym,
Target,
yeah, everything.
Panera, Starbucks.
Yeah. So for me, like I said, I want a bigger community as well because I like to run. So when I get out, I can run through my community. Whereas right now, the 3 neighborhoods that are kind of with us, they're basically just one street. So for me to get a good distance of a run, I got to get out onto a main road, and it's kind of like playing Frogger. So trying to cross the street, you're waiting for lights, and you kind of interrupt your run and everything like that. So for me personally, and I think the schools in this area would be maybe a hair under some of the other schools in some of the other areas we were looking at in Lake County. So I'm not 100% to say that I would like this one. I do like the other thing. There's no amenity center, so there's no community pool or splash pad or gym or anything like that.
So I did like that this community was smaller. I like the idea that it could be possible to know all of your neighbors.
I don't know my neighbors now.
Yeah, I don't either. But I imagine where we're going to need to know our neighbors because we're not really going to have anybody else that we know there. So
now, with that being said, we both work at home every day.
I don't have a commute.
There is no commute, but in the times where I would have to go into the office, or if I just wanted to go in for something, it would be kind of a longer road. So that was community number 1, Lakeshore at Wakiva. The next community we're going to look at, it's called McAllister's Landing. This one is it's not in Apopka, it's in another city, but it is a bigger community. So I do kind of like that. I do like the fact that it will allow me to get a good run. One thing I'm not really a big fan of, it kind of looks like a links golf course. So you just literally can stand at one side and you can just literally look across and see everybody in the whole neighborhood. I like to kind of be a little spread out. It does kind of seem congested. Did a little bit of research. There's not much water in the area, so you're not going to get much of lake views or anything like that. And they have these little areas that are called parks. They're just kind of like little grass areas that might have one exercise machine there. So it's really not a park. Lots are not really, they don't really seem like they're oversized lots. So adding stuff like a pool or anything like that.
It'll make your yard really tight.
Yeah, the house will probably be close together. It's not gated. Like I said, that is one thing that I really like. But it does look like a really good community. It seems like there's a lot of homes. I would say there's probably 150, 200 homes in the community. One thing about the other community that we looked at is probably just going to be doing one phase. So when you look at moving into a new community, the earlier you get in, the better.
Right.
So
the prices are lower
yeah,
the sooner you move into a new community.
yeah. So as you start to get into your new phase twos, your phase threes, the price is starting to go up. So if you get in earlier, you immediately build some kind of equity into the house right off the bat. I would pick this one over the Lakeshore. Yeah, for me. What are your thoughts on it?
I mean, like you said, I feel like the lots are very close together. They don't seem to be as big as some of the other communities we are looking in. So for me, that is not a plus for this one. It is a plus that it's a little bit bigger. That way, when you're going for a run, you have, more room to run.
Yeah, I don't know if you see it, but it seems to be like a little trail, like a track or something right around here, right around the dry pond. So for what they lack in parks, they actually do have like a little walking trail.
Path, maybe.
Yeah, I think it says walking trail right there too.
So, I mean, that's cool.
Yeah.
Does it have a community center?
I don't see one.
I don't think it does.
So that would
that's something that I would like.
That would also decrease your HOA because you're not paying for like access to that stuff and everything.
That's a definite plus.
So
less.
This next one here, this one kind of looks promising. This is Lakeview Preserve. This one I do see, it does have a little roundabout, but it is gated. So I like that. It does have an amenity center as well. So you get a playground, you get a splash pad, a gym. And it does seem like it's kind of early because it does seem like it's kind of phase one. So we would kind of get that immediate.
It says Preserve Trail.
Yeah, so it
I'm
kind of gives you a trail, a
they
walking
may
trail
have a
as well.
walking path, running path.
Yeah, so kind of being early. I do see a lot of like corner lots that could be available. So there's a lot of those.
And corner lots are good because you generally will have more space.
Yeah, and it does look like the lots are bigger as well and deeper. So I do know with this community there are two builders in there. One that I've been looking at for a long time is Taylor Morrison, and the other one is Pulte. But I kind of favor the Taylor Morrison side of the community. Like I said, it's gated. It does seem like it's going to have two gate entries down here as well. And it's off Hartwood Marsh Road, which is very close to a lot of different shopping opportunities. And one thing with this one, it is in Claremont, but you get a Winter Garden address. So the schools in that area Lake County are really good schools. I believe they're all A+ rated schools. So that would be a good plus.
Yeah, I think it doesn't look like it's a small community, so that's definitely a plus.
Yeah, we'd be able to get a lot of running through that community. I think this one's going to be about 300 homes.
It looks like with the lots that there are several different size lots. So if you want to get a corner or if you want to get a larger lot or even a Lakeview lot, you have lots of different options.
Yeah, you got some angles in there as well. So yeah.
And I mean, it has the community center that we wanted, the amenity center.
Yeah, playground. So for me, cool. I would pick this one over over the other ones right now. Yeah. The last one is another Taylor Morrison community. This one is called Highland Ranch. This one, it does have the amenity center. It is not gated. It's going to be a really big community. It's somewhere around 400 or so homes, but kind of where it's at now, it's in one of its final phases. So I would say that the prices are going to kind of be higher up.
Prices will be higher.
So you lose that initial equity that you could have got in the beginning.
Your choices are going to be limited.
Yeah.
Because they already have.
Yeah.
Model homes, and you may not be able to get a corner lot, which I think is something we do want. Yeah. So your choices are going to be limited when you're moving into a community that is already almost done.
Yeah. So for me, like I said, it does have a lot of pluses. I do like the amenity center. I don't like the fact that it's not gated. It's also in, pretty sure it's in Lake County, because I know it's in Claremont, so you're going to get good schools. I know the schools are really close. I have actually visited this community a couple of times, and it did look really cool to me. Like I said, it does have a little bit of shopping around it. It is closer to downtown Claremont, which is kind of older style of Claremont,
Okay.
further away from the Winter Garden area, and it is kind of by the expressway, so you could get some noise off of that as well. So for me, if I looked at it, I mean, I would choose Lakeview Preserve at this point in time. I don't know, what do you think?
I think I like Lakeview Preserve as well. I think we'll have more of a variety in terms of choosing our lot.
Yeah, especially because it's early.
And with choosing like your model, I know depending on what size model you get, that determines what size lot you need. So
you kind of hear our thoughts. You've seen kind of the pictures as we went throughout this video. Let us know what you think, and then we're gonna put it up there for a couple of days, and we'll let you guys know which one we ended up choosing on.
yes.
All right. The next time you see us, we will be looking at picking a model and a lot within the community that you guys help us pick. So thanks a lot, guys. We'll see you soon.
Bye.